Rockstar has officially issued a new expected release date. Of course, the previous aim of fall 2017 didn't work out so well, but delays in game development aren't exactly new or even rare. Rockstar's latest tip-off, which it pushed via its social club, Newswire webpage, and emailing list, says the new game is coming on October 26, 2018. Here's the official line via Rockstar Games: "Dear all, we are excited to announce that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be released on October 26, 2018. We apologize to everyone disappointed by this delay. While we had hoped to have the game out sooner, we require a little extra time for polish. We sincerely thank you for your patience and hope that when you get to play the game, you will agree the wait will have been worth it. In the meantime, please check out these screenshots from the game. We look forward to sharing a lot more information with you in the coming weeks. With thanks, Rockstar Games." New trailer drops. Trailer number 3 has arrived via Rockstar's official Newswire video of Red Dead Redemption 2 official trailer. The end of the Wild West era has begun as lawmen hunt down the last remaining outlaw gangs. Those who will not surrender or succumb are killed. After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and the Van der Linde gang are forced to flee. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels, the gang must rob, steal and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. As deepening internal divisions threaten to tear the gang apart, Arthur must make a choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang who raised him. From the creators of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 is an epoch tale of life in America at the dawn of the modern age. Coming October 26, 2018 to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One systems. As you can see above, there's a brand new trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 trotted out by Rockstar to get the fans good and fired up. More than a teaser this time, we see a lot more detail of what to expect from the game when it drops. As per some of the earlier rumors, it does indeed appear that RDR2 is set in an earlier stage of the Wild West setting than its predecessor. RDR2's America is less developed, less industrialized, and slightly lower tech level that signals an earlier part of the 1800s era. Don't expect semi-automatic handguns this time round. In addition, we get to see a little more of the main player character, Mr. Morgan, as he's referred to off-screen. It seems to be implied that RDR2 is going down the route of GTA 5 more than RDR1 or GTA IV in terms of narrative. This is not a redemptionist character like John Marston or Niko Bellic, but rather more a committed criminal and ne'er-do-well like Trevor Phillips and his ilk. Rockstar Games is one of the biggest names in the gaming industry. The firm has a handful of amazing franchises and it seems to be in the habit of rotating a new title for each around every half-decade. The last big one was GTA 5, one of the best-selling, fastest-selling, and most lucrative games of all time, as well as being the ultimate iteration in the franchise to date, with GTA 5 having been out for 3 years now. However, people have been getting itchy about what's to come next from the big R**, as the kids call it. Aside from the GTA series, the next biggest brand when it comes to what the fans love is probably the Red Dead series, essentially to the cowboy setting what GTA is to modern crime, open world, free roaming, immersive amazingness. In early October 2016, Rockstar issued a teaser image on its official social media accounts which was just the firm's logo on a plain red background. In response, as you might expect in the age of social media teasers, Twitter and Facebook went nuts. Of course, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what this means, but sure enough, Rockstar followed up a few days later with another teaser that's far more straightforward and provides solid concrete evidence. If that picture of silhouetted shapes on the horizon wearing obvious cowboy hats doesn't scream Western, then I don't know what else does. Following this, Rockstar decided to do the decent thing and throw some cold water on the frothing lunacy of the hype train, and it's the best possible news. Red Dead Redemption 2 is happening. RDR2 is on the way. It's official. It's happening. The confirmation came on October 18 via Rockstar's Twitter account with a teaser saying, Rockstar Games presents Red Dead Redemption 2, confirming it would arrive fall 2017, and that an official trailer would be published on October 20th. That their latest trailer, to use suitably cowboy-like parlance, did indeed land on October 20th, as promised. Although the graphics and atmosphere look amazing, and we get to see what some of the environments look like, there's not a lot to go on in terms of gameplay, content, themes, story, or characters. But then Rockstar does have a habit of drip-feeding teasers over time, so we're sure more info will come to light shortly. The developer also published the following statement: Rockstar Games, a publishing label of Take-Two Interactive Software, Inc., is proud to announce that the highly anticipated Red Dead Redemption 2 will release worldwide in fall 2017. For PlayStation 4 computer entertainment systems and for the Xbox One games and entertainment system. Developed by the creators of Grand Theft Auto V and Red Dead Redemption 2 is an epoch tale of life in America's unforgiving heartland. Note that this confirms the title for both the Xbox One and PS4. There has been no mention of a launch for PC yet, and many have already begun petitioning Rockstar for a PC launch. Previous Red Dead games have not launched on PC and garnered some criticism for it, so it was expected by some that for a third title in this series it would be released for PCs too. However, the announcement doesn't necessarily mean a PC release is a no-go. When Rockstar announced GTA 5 it was for last-gen Xbox and PlayStation only, then a year later it was announced for Xbox One and PS4 next-gen consoles and the PC. So what do we know about the game so far? Well, virtually nothing other than the release date. It's hoped that future trailers may reveal more, but at time of writing we can only assume we're looking at the 7 figures shown on the teasers being significant in some way. Perhaps this is a homage to the Magnificent Seven films. Speculation is also rife about the specifics of this setting, which time period and who the main characters will be. Although the original game was called Red Dead Revolver, the series didn't gain its big status until the previous iteration, Red Dead Redemption, which took place towards the end of the 1800s when the Wild West was becoming more modern and industrialized and, well, less wild, allegedly. This also meant that as well as traditional 6-shooters you also got to play with early machine guns and other fun toys. Red Dead Redemption focused on the antics of reformed outlaw John Marston, being dragged back into the dangerous life by shady government officials who wanted him to track down his old gang mates. Later in the game players also controlled John's son, Jack Marston. There's currently a lot of discussion online about whether players will be playing as Jack, an earlier version of John during his bad old days, or someone else entirely. Perhaps even an earlier ancestor of John, such as his father, or perhaps an uncle? Although playing as Jack remains plausible, in our view it seems somewhat unlikely as moving forward in time will take players further and further out of the Old West setting. John Marston being such an iconic and popular character, we can also easily imagine Rockstar wanting to give players more time in his role, but that said the central figure on the teaser image doesn't look a lot like John. Our only other thought is that maybe none of the 7 characters are the player at all, instead perhaps targets of his. In terms of the game world, Rockstar is in the habit of enlarging its open-world land masses with every iteration. TechRadar managed to source an early image of what's alleged to be RDR2's game world map back in April this year, way before the official confirmation. A source close to the development of the new Red Dead game has now confirmed to us that the map is indeed the real deal, revealing that this is a very recent art direction map for the upcoming title, TechRadar reports. They also confirmed that the game will be set before the events of Redemption, and that the new map is just east of the one that featured in Red Dead Redemption. The publication also put together some comparisons of the new map with RDR's existing map. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see the Great Plains, home to the Blackwater settlement that sits at the top right of the Red Dead Redemption map, so you can see how the two come together. The lack of a railroad in the Great Plains, which featured in RDR, also points to this being earlier in the timeline. The new map also reveals that there will be caravan camps scattered around, again suggesting this will be a less occupied West. The overarching theme of Red Dead Redemption was the death of the West, so a prequel, rather than a sequel, makes sense. The report also noted the new map includes a city called New Bordeaux in the bottom right. Interestingly, this is the name of the fictional parody on New Orleans present in Mafia 3, also published by RDR publisher Take-Two Interactive in 2016. Lastly, TechRadar notes the inclusion of islands on the new map, which may indicate RDR2 includes a swimming or boat travel mechanic for the first time in the series. In a separate report, TechRadar also notes the game's themes and what we see in Rockstar's teaser image as possible indications of a prequel for RDR2. Adding to the theory that the game will be a prequel is the fact that the plot and themes of Red Dead Redemption alluded to the end of the Wild West. Redemption's protagonist, John Marston, represented the last of the Lone Rider types that would become phased out by modern politics, industry, and transportation, making a sequel possible but thematically unlikely. The fact that the official picture revealed by Rockstar shows what looks like Marston flanked by what could very well be the gang of outlaws he references in the first game, makes it all the more likely we're seeing a prequel rather than a sequel. Not played the original Red Dead Redemption? Where you been, man? Fortunately, the original title is now cheaper than ever on Amazon, as you can see below. Red Dead Redemption Xbox 360 £16.15, Red Dead Redemption PS3 £19.38.